multiplayer 7 Days to Die with Silverblade.
Damn it, son of a... Ouch.
You must remember to,
88 miles per hour!
Don't you feel foolish?
Greetings, minions, survivalists, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade playing 7 Days to Die Alpha 15, and this is episode 20. And today we're going to take a little jaunt into this spooky little mining shaft here, which that happens to be locked. And this is probably quicker than going through that door with the metal. And then we got the first layer, actually it's a second layer of protection, and then the door itself. So yeah, so we'll go through here and see what this shaft is like. Unfortunately, I neglected to come back through here because the last time I came through here, my guy was whinging about being too hot, too thirsty. So we're going to amend that post haste. And put that in the toolbar. So this looks pretty cool. Got a nice little campfire here for if we want to camp out in here. It looks like this is just an enclosed area. Don't know what's underneath the planking there, but we can. Oh ho ho ho! Me like it a lot. Now this, in case you've never seen this, if you throw in like items, combine them, it'll increase. Not only will it repair, but if it goes over the durability amount on an item, it'll jack up the quality level, which is a good thing. So, if, for instance, we have a 228 and a 219. It'll fully repair it and make it a 233. Now, I don't want to combine those just yet, to be honest with you. I do want to... I would like to get them repaired, but I might have to take this thing apart and take it up to my construction base. So, it looks like these are just little closed-off rooms. Might find something like dead guy in there. So we'll hit that up in a little bit. I want to go in a little further since this is all near the surface. And we got a coffin. Auger schematic. Oi, oi, oi. Read. Not scrap, like a certain designer we know. I kid because I love. So what do we got here? Does this mean there's something underneath? I haven't seen any videos. I know that there's videos, and I think TomGirlGamer, who I need to add, by the way, to my description list of friends. I know she did a video about this, but I didn't see it. I didn't actually watch the video because I didn't want any spoilers. So, aha, there we go. Hey, 295 Dukes. Friggin' awesome. So is there something behind here? Yes, no? Definitely no? Okay, so that was actually pretty cool, and that will respawn goodies. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, so I don't know if there's any more stuff like that around here. Well, I know that there's a dead guy back here, so you always gotta check, like, Deadman Dave and Lieutenant Dan, because, you know, Oftentimes they carry ammo, sometimes weapons. Can never go wrong with that. And that's Dead Man Dave right there, because he's got his legs. They're just hiding under the ground there. Sorry, buddy. Okay, this is just an enclosed room, so it's not really like a shaft that goes up or down or what have you. So we got anything down below there? Can't really tell. Oh, this could be a bit of a chop. It's hard to see with the glare of the light, so we'll just find out. Okay, so there's garbage down here, so it's nothing too exciting, but it might be stuff underneath in each of these rooms. But the nice thing is we have this workbench. Now, as I understand it, if you want a workbench, they cost a lot when it comes to like mechanical parts. From what I understand, if you chop it down to like the last few hit points, and then you switch to a wrench and wrench it down, you'll be able to get all of the material cost of the workbench with little wear and tear on your actual wrench. So, like in my case, I have a 101 wrench that's pretty worn out. I would beat the hell out of this until it gets down to the last few hit points, switch the wrench, wrench it down, bingo. Got a portable workbench, and Bob's your uncle. So this is actually a pretty cool looking mine shaft. Now, if you guys have seen my earlier seasons of videos, when I do mines in game, this is kind of reminiscent of what I had in mind originally, except I just used wood frames. You know, you have these squares like this, but it'd be a honeycomb, or actually, to be more accurate, it'd be more like a skyscraper's inner structure. To have this come down, let's see what is these across, like 3, so come down 3, so it'd be square cubes of this dimension every which way you go, and you just expand out, and as you get 3 squares or 4 squares, then you put in more frames to frame it out, and that way you keep the structure intact. You don't get all lost in everything, because it is easy to start. If you follow mining veins all over the place, you'll have these intolerable wormholes that just go every which way, and you can easily get lost in your own base, or your own mining base anyway. So there's that. So we spent a pretty good deal of time this episode in there, and you know, 295 dukes is nothing to sneeze at. So we need to figure a better way of getting in and out of here. Alright, so if we bing, bing, bing. And what is so special about that block? Oh, it's because it's upside down pallet type thing. Can we jump up here? Nope. Actually, let's see. Let's try this a different way. So if I want to come back up in here again and make it easier to find our way. There we go. There. Okay, so now we need to figure a sneaky way. Oh, I hear a zombie. And the zombies probably hear me. Oops, that was all kinds of the dumb. Okay, well, lesson learned. Don't do that. Okay, let's go mess someone up. hear them. I just don't see them. Where you at, fool? Oh, there you are. Come on, Goofy. What? I'm feeling kind of saucy today, so eat it, Buster Brown. Whip! Whoops. Got a little too cocky. Whoop. And I love that too much. It's just not right. But I apologize for nothing. Alright, I was thinking about taking out the cactuses in this damn thing, but meh. Excuse. Alright, so let's make our way down this way. 'Cause we gotta get to the business. And this lady needs the business. Ooh, got lucky with that shot. Money, 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 money. Money. Okay, so we got a little bit of a track to go apparently. Oh, no, not too much further. It might be right up in there. Yep. Okay, so there's two ways I was thinking of this. Now, one would be to just to close off the back end here of this canyon, which kind of goes without saying. And in the process, I'm thinking of putting up high walls up top there, so that any zombies that want to come down here, hopefully, if I can trick them, it'll cause them to path around this way. And it looks like outcropping there and outcropping there. Okay, so what I wanted them to do is I want them to come down on this side of this bottleneck here. And let's see, I want them to come down at least from stupid grass. Alright, so we'll do this. And everyone's gotta fit in there. Alright, so I want from this line forward, I want the zombies to fall down this way if they're going to be up top. Preferably, I want them to come down the canyon from this direction. And what I would like to do is set up a chute system similar to like my base up top there on the bridge, where they have to come down a narrow corridor. Just kind of funnel them right down. So all I have to do is stand back here and shoot on down the line. And I also might want to trim out. I'm definitely gonna have to get the shovel out and dig all this out. I'm gonna have to come back here and clean up all this grass. The main structure of the base will probably be settled in around here. So the main body of it here. Now what I was thinking of doing was setting up a series of pillars to cross this canyon here, directly from the mouth of that cave right there. And it would be sort of like a skywalk to go across with bars, iron bars, looking down the canyon that way, in case that area there gets overtaken. There'll be ladder chutes coming down so that I can come from the ground level up into the mine and do my mining in there, you know, whether it's just for mining, or if I'm under siege, I can go up top, shoot zombies. If I get overrun, I can go through the cave, come up through the top, up at that building up here. So I'll have an escape route. I'll have a high position so I can see them coming down here. But one thing I'm kind of concerned about, and I'm kind of wondering how this would work out, because I might not need to worry about might not be building back in here. But I hope to have high walls and help path them around the canyon to past this area here, so that hopefully they'll drop in on this side of here. But there is a distinct possibility that they could drop in here, or just pop in spawn back in here, and that's something I'm kind of concerned about as well. So in which case it may be prudent to completely base up back here, or base up completely back here to fill up this space, and then have the shooting lanes down through here, and then somehow path up a walkway to there. I got to come up with a roof system to span the entire canyon here, and I'm kind of have something that's kind of inspired by Frank Lloyd Wright. If you guys are familiar with the architecture, I mean, he was a genius at architecture and well known. I mean, he's one of the first names people mention in mini bike chassis. Well, that's kind of a... Where did this stuff come from? Okay. But yeah, as I was saying, Frank Lloyd Wright came up with one building in particular that is a favorite of mine, but it's also quite famous, called Falling Water. And one of the things that Wright was most known for is cantilevered construction. For those of you who may not understand what cantilever is, okay, when you build a house, you got 4 walls, okay, and a roof, okay? Basically a big block or a cube. But Frank Lloyd Wright, he would have a foundation, and then it would hang off the building a ways. So that would be like an upper deck, and then say this was above the ground here, and he would have an under deck like that. And then he would have maybe another layer up top that goes even a level further, and it hangs out without support, no pillars to connect that there. So my idea is to kind of cantilever to the fullest extent of structural integrity anyway. I plan to use metal trussing for what it's worth. The cantilever out over, so not only can you see out and you'll be hovered up above the ground, but you also have unobstructed view down below to shoot at various levels. So there is that. So there's plenty of options here. Seeing the end of this canyon here, the dimensions we get to play with, it does kind of limit things a little bit, and I will have to modify my plans a bit to make things work. So let's see, we're 18 minutes in. Let's see. And why can't I hop up there? There we go. Oops. Don't fall off, you goof. So what I was thinking is I'd have to go like that and somehow make it so that this here spans across the entire canyon. Of course, I have to put in pillared supports to hold it up all the way so it doesn't cave in on itself. I may need to use metal trusses for that, which will require a lot of iron, so that's something to consider as well. But the metal trusses have a greater structural integrity than a wood frame, so I can span it out farther using less pillars of support. So I have to think about that. But I want to build a tube-shaped, like a skywalk across here. So from this height here, I could shoot down, you know, into the canyon, and also have a pathway up in here. Now, let's see, what resources were... Alright, we got, looks like coal here. I know there's some piles of stuff around. That's some debris. Now, one thing I did forget, and I didn't see it when I reviewed my video. Forgot about this crate here. Hey, hey! Fire axe, baby. Electrical parts. So day 8. I don't remember that for respawn. So this looks like it could be coal. It could be potassium nitrate. Very important for gunpowder as well as fertilizer production. Looks like we got some resources stuff here in the floor. This goes down, I think, to that water level. So I might want to do something about this. So I'm thinking that this here will be our future home. You know, like manufacturing, mining, all that. And then out here will be like this here will be where we build stuff, modify stuff, enhance our gear, you know, forging iron, fertilizer, all of that good stuff. And then out here will be our battle base. So building base, battle base. Hopefully not having it rain men, hallelujah, or women. And yeah, so that's kind of the idea I've been thinking. It's going to be an evolving process due to terrain. So if I come across as not knowing or appearing to not know what the hell I'm talking about, well, it's because I'm changing plans on the fly, as I often do, to try to fit the circumstances. I mean, if you go with a plan that's too rigid and things change, you're kind of boned. So it doesn't seem like a smart idea to be too rock solid on an idea. But yeah, we'll have a manufacturing base, as we'll call it, and a battle base out here. Sounds like I got company up above. I don't want him to rain into my face. But that's kind of the idea, and we'll have to start work on that. I'm thinking what I probably ought to do is move my base from the bridge and start taking up shop up in here and securing this place, since we have a lot of ground that they'd have to dig through to get to us, and we can shore up walls if we have to. Don't know how I feel about that just yet, so I'll have to take time to assess the situation and make sure I get this zombie, because I don't want him bringing friends in or destroying things unnecessarily. Yoo-hoo! Mr. Dead Guy, or lady, ma'am, you are not Spider-Man, you're not Gwen Stacy, you're not Mary Jane Watson, or Mary Jane Parker, depending on what era of Spider-Man you prefer. Okay, so plenty of options. I'm thinking more of keeping the base as compact as possible. Mostly for the resource cost. We can expand, you know, with plans to expand it outward. I still want to do the cattle chute idea. I might just do that by funneling through here, because this kind of does make a natural funnel. My main concern will be up there about the pathing of zombies up top. And let's get some cooldown juice going. Okay, so let's see. I'll need to make some. Well, I ain't gonna lay down any more frames just yet. I need to make some metal trussing. So hopefully by now, a lot of the metal that we got in the forge up in the base is melted down. And we can kind of get that started. I do need to make. I need to make some measurements from here across. And I'll have to do some leveling out of the ground for the sake of my own sanity. So this here, alright, so it's 1 block out, 2 blocks out, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll mark for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, doggone it, 8, 9, 10, let's see, 10, 11, 12, so it's like, what, 12 across? Maybe 13. So, 12, 12. Oops. And 13. So that's just about level with that over there. I might have to recount that. Well, actually, that would be 23. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll put. So that's 20. And about 3 in from there. So yeah, that gives us a little bit of a measurement from the bottom of that cave to the opposite side. We'll put in pillars with metal trussing. I'll have to look at the numbers again for metal trussing. The numbers for wood frames, though. Let's see. Mass 4, load 24, so I think it's 6 before it collapses. Well, that was kind of creepy. I think it's 6 before it collapses. It's bigger. It's farther out from metal trussing. So if I can maybe get 2 trusses out here, one, say like 1 here and 1 here, I should be able to span the entire gap. Set up trussing all the way across. Probably do what, 4, maybe 5 lines of trussing. So that's 3. Looks like maybe 6 actually. Anyway, I'll get that figured out. I'll go all the way across metal trussing. Get the pillars in to hold it up. And that'll get the skywalk across. I'll have to set up ladders on one side of the other pillars so I can get up from ground level. I'll have to level this out. That's a lot of work involved just for that. And a lot of resource. So I'm going to start booking my ass for home. Because it is 21:32. And we'll see how it goes. Because I got to get the forge rolling. We got a workbench available to us. I ain't going to take it apart just yet. But I know where it's at. Should be easy to deal with. I'm going to need a cement mixer. Because I think the pillars I'll end up making out of reinforced concrete. Because they don't need to be rebar or metal trussing. It's just the span that has to be metal trussing. Yeah, so we got a lot of work ahead of us. I got a visual idea. I'm going to have to do some modification to the canyon walls. But overall, I'm feeling pretty good about this. This should turn out pretty good, provided I can get my guy to stop whining. It's only heat. You're not gonna die from it at night. You'll die from zombies. That's something a little more worrying. Yeah, it makes me a little thirsty. That's... yeah. Actually, where is... we'll load up on this stuff here. Gonna have to take a lot of this back down here anyways, but... whatever. So we're getting close to the ladder. We'll climb up the ladder, get up to the base, and I'll call it the episode. How's that? Because who knows, I may just fall backwards to my death off of that damn thing. I mean, that's just kind of... whew. Almost there. Get your gimpy leg all fixed up. So far, we're 3 episodes in. Haven't really done a lot of construction, but we will. We will. I'll have to come down and get the scrap iron out of here, because that will definitely come in handy for getting the span together. And up you go. And it's running time, so let's hoof it. Run out of stamina climbing a ladder. Alrighty. So anyways, guys, that is it for this episode. I got some work to do during the night. Hope you don't mind. I'll see you in the morning. So do check out my descriptions below. Basically to check out my friends who are listed underneath, who have YouTube channels that they're people I respect, but they're also upcoming people, people who may not have a great big audience that could definitely use your support. I think, you know, I watch their videos at some point. I don't watch people's videos really regularly, don't have the time, but these people are worth checking out, and tell them Silverblade sent you, and they'll either curse you or thank you. So anyways, guys, my guy's overheating and whining about it, so until next time, I will see you later. Twitchy, twitchy. Whew.